On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Wide open is Watkins. He's got it.
Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Chris Watkins, 81 yards. And the Eagles have struck first in this NFC title game.
Extra point through the snowflakes. Up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Now a first down throw for Young. The connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
A nice throw there. And this is a quarterback, you remember, looking to do what no other rookie has done, and that's lead his team into the Super Bowl.
And now you've made me go back down memory lane a little bit because we have had a few guys come close. Think about Patrick Mahomes in 2018. Second year in the league, but his first as a full-time starter. I go back to 2000 with the Vikings and Dante Culpepper. Also his first year as a starter. But this would be something I think would be very noteworthy.
First down, Young. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Going up top. And it's intercepted.
It's Sidney Brown with it.
And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
On first and 10, it's Swift.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watkins. They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Hurts.
Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns able to run him down for a 15-yard loss, and it will be 4th down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Well, on 4th down, Aaron Sitbos on to punt for Philadelphia.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is brought in at the 21. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
A man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in an Eagle uniform, it's Miles Sanders.
And he stopped after a gain of 1, not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were.
Ultra.
He'll find Schwartz complete right side.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 15 there. The Panthers have a first down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. To throw, Young.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott now to add the extra point. Boy, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6.
And now the kick is away.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 11.
10 cycles.
Now here's Young. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he'll be taken down right there at the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
And the Panther first down.
Young to throw it. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
Now a give, right side, Swift. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
King, Phil King.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
This one out quickly to Watkins. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snaps, and they're there, and they end up making the play.
Throwing is Hurts. It's Brown. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 14-0 to score. This is the offense. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Hurts sets up to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Brian Burns. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. From 55 yards away. That was never in
extend their lead even further.
They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, is being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got him in, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Steal, check, steal, check, huh?
Young to throw it. And his throw here's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Strike, check, strike. Ready?
Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Thielen going to go in motion right.
Steal, black. 43 rail. Set.
It'll be Young again.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Striker, 3-3. Hut, hut.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Young on 3rd down.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 17-yard line.
52 class. Set.
Looking to throw, Young. Throw left side, complete. That's Schwartz. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Throw left side, pulled in by Mingo.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Ready.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
Check, smash.
On third down, they turn to Sanders. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Panthers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
Play action. Here's Hurts. This will be caught by Brown. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Here's 2nd and 3. Once again, it's Swift. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Swift going to try up the middle. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Here's Hurts to throw. A quick hitter complete. It's Brown. Touchdown! A.J. Brown from 4 yards out. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Ready.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. As they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. Young's throw pulled in by Schwartz. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Young now. He's going to wind up and air it out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Eagles are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Back to throw here. And that's out to the flat for Swift. Touchdown, Eagles! DeAndre Swift as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They've got his man complete. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Let's go now.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough. That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
On the ball.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last two plays, both losses. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
97.
Now Young. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Yellow. Red, yellow. Ready?
First and 10, Young. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Slide blue. Trail green. Cut, go. Red, cycle. Striker, striker.
First down, Young. Short throw hauled in by Trimble. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Let's go.
Here's a second down and 7 from the 37.
6, mega. Fight, white. Set.
Young. That swung out wide to Sanders. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Black ultra. Clawed red. Steel black. Cut, cut.
From the red zone now, Young. And once again, this is Sanders. And he'll get nothing out of that one. And they're going to speed things up here.
Ultra. Go ultra. Ready.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schwartz. That's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on third. Again, it's Young. And this one goes incomplete. A first misfire there after 6 straight completions. And it leads to fourth down.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing. All right, they didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. In motion left goes Smith. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, this is taken in, it's complete. A big play there for Philly. And even 40 yards.
Another big play right there. And this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On the option to give to Swift here. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
73.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
63, bang.
Throwing is Hurts. The 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Now he steps away. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Here's a 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Swift. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
One quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play
He's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry.
The Sanders has got it complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores.
And my goodness, another interception.
It's Sidney Brown with it. Down the left sideline.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think you may want to keep them cranking high right here.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Eagles are closing in on a date in Super Bowl 58 as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a card. Oh, Young loses it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Hey, let's go.
On the handoff, this is Swift.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Right back to Swift again on second down.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
So they decline the hold, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
A 33-yarder from the left hash. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they come through with 3 after forcing the turnover. But CD, second half, you're starting inside the red zone. Obviously, they would have liked 6 out of that.
Absolutely, because that's all you're thinking is how do you get it into the end zone? You want the field goal to be the last resort. In this case, they gave it a great try, but did have to settle for 3.
Here we go.
A first down throw for Young.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
That one goes for 24 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Young. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
Ready, set.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Here is Young. And that's complete to Sanders. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Ready.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Once again with Sanders. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Young with it, 3rd and goal. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Eagles are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
J.C. Horn up to make the tackle. This is 2nd and 8. Here's a handoff to Swift. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. Now look out, DeAndre Swift.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Elliott on for the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their backs really against the wall now. And we knew how tough it would be for them. You're coming on the road, NFC title game. crazy environment, and certainly just not looking good here in the fourth. Down the sideline he goes.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Young will set to throw.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Hey, don't steal.
Young to throw again on 2nd and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. The Eagles are going to the Super Bowl as we sign off here